As humans, we tend not to value things that come too easy. If a compliment or win or success comes our way without us having put in too much effort, we may feel it's unearned, not meaningful, not worthwhile. But what if the proliferation and commoditization of music has put us along the same path? These days, we don't even need to look for music. We have an algorithm that will spoon feed us our next favorite track. And when music is that easy, do we really give it any meaning? Do we really value it? Is there any real connection? Let's dig into it after the open. I'm Davey from MKDVB. I've spent my entire adult life putting out music, playing in bands and touring and consuming tons of vinyl, going to tons of shows. Over time, came to realize that despite attempts at meaning and purpose, it was really just dressed up bougie consumerism when all was said and done. For music to truly be culture, it has to be part of something larger than itself. And most of the scenes that I've ever been associated with really eventually gave out to the almighty dollar. Now, you think I'd have figured out some things by now, but I'm still trying to find my way back to a meaningful relationship with music. But just because we as a society have commoditized music so much to the point where it's lost most of its meaning, doesn't mean that it's lost its importance. I mean, could you just imagine if music evaporated from daily life? What would that even look like? I can't even imagine, right? So it still plays an important role in our lives. What if capitalism has set a trap for us? We've been tricked into believing that consumerism is just as meaningful as a real connection. Now, I'm not going to sit here and invalidate anyone's experience. If Swifties believe that following her life and her art gives their lives meaning, I'm not going to sit here and say that it doesn't. All I'm saying is there are levels to meaning. Imagine the connection that Jack Antonoff has to Taylor Swift. Is there any way that, kind of rabid fandom can match that connection? I just don't believe that we can experience music to the fullest by being passive consumers. I don't think we can live life to its fullest if we become mostly passive spectators in our own lives. That's the entire sentiment behind my motto, that the music we create is more powerful than the music we consume. And I believe that with every fiber of my being. But it doesn't mean that there's nothing to be gained from listening to records or Spotify or going to shows, etc., right? Is this something that I've been wrestling with in terms of how to balance being a music producer, but also, consuming music in a society that doesn't value music unless it comes attached with big dollar signs. I've been struggling with these issues for years now, and I can't really say that I'm much closer to any answers, honestly. Up until now, MKDVB as a YouTube channel has mostly explored making music and especially the gear behind making that music. But just like there's more to music than records and Spotify, there's also more to music than synths and guitar pedals. It's time for this channel to start exploring some of those other areas of music. Maybe in that exploration, together we can find meaning to this music that we love so much. But in the meantime, remember that the music we create, the music we consume, it's all powerful stuff. And we should still keep jamming.